Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. Thank you all so much for being here, for your continued love and support here on the channel. So today's pick your card reading, we're going to be doing urgent messages from Spirit. So this is going to be primarily focused on what urgent message Spirit has for you. Okay. Now these could be messages that we may be missing, ignoring, maybe ones that Spirit has been trying to bring through to you. Maybe we've got other stuff going on in life where we're distracted and just not paying attention, or not really getting the message. Okay, so an urgent message from Spirit. We are going to do 3 groups today. I am getting over a little bit of a cold still, and I'm a little bit congested, okay? So I do apologize if I sound a little different, or if you hear me being a little mouth breathing and stuffy. Well, we're working with it. So an urgent message from Spirit. For group number 1, you are going to be the blue Chalcedony. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Blue Chalcedony. And then group number 2, we have a clear quartz. And then for group number 3, we have a lemon yellow obsidian. So I'm going to be adding in one of these cards from the Witching Hour Oracle. And I think, yes, this deck was actually gifted by Kian. So thank you, Kian, so much for donating this beautiful deck to the channel. We're going to be using that today. So we're going to choose one of these cards to see what this urgent message is about. If you do feel drawn to more than one of the groups, that is perfectly okay for today's reading. If you feel, called to it, certainly take a listen to the message and see if it does resonate for you. So I'm just going to move this over a little bit. Okay, so group 1 with the blue Chalcedony, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. What is the urgent message Spirit has for you? Group 1. What is the urgent message that Spirit has for you? Group 2. What is the urgent message that Spirit has for you? And group 3. Okay. So group 1, just make sure this is okay. All right, so we have number 16. It says, prying eyes. Someone has their eyes on you. That is for group number 1. So an urgent message from Spirit about prying eyes. Group 2. Okay, this one's fine. We have number 37, crossing the veil with mourning. Number 37, that's for group 2. Group 3, we're good. Number 41 was salt and boundaries. We have self-love, purity, boundaries here. And that is with the lemon yellow obsidian. So urgent message from Spirit. Okay. Pause the video if you do need a little bit more time to meditate on the crystals, the cards, the numbers, whichever you feel the most drawn to. The timestamps will be down below for you all, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, Group 1. So those of you that resonate with card number 16, prying eyes. Someone has their eyes on you. So let's see what this urgent message is about. Maybe some of you are aware that somebody's spying. Some of you might not be aware. And Spirit is trying to give you an urgent message here. Let's see. Group 1. What is your urgent message from Spirit about prying eyes? Judgment. Judgment. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Some of you, this could be a Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Wands. Could also be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles. Some of you, I feel like this is a person who's insecure. Okay, a person who's insecure about themselves. They might be a person who's financially insecure. What is the urgent message from Spirit about prying eyes? The Fool could be an Aquarius. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Some of you, this could be a person that you've completely shut out of your life. Okay? Somebody that you've had a falling out with. This could be a person who feels like you, I mean, you could have, you know, like I said, shut them out. They could feel a little bit of resentment. Like you mistreated them, you did something wrong to them. It kind of feels like this person might be looking to see. It feels like this person's kind of focused on your money. Like they want to know what's going on with your finances. Because if there's been something like, let's just say that it's a friend, right? An old best friend or something like that. And you're someone who right now is doing let's just say you're doing really well financially for yourself right now. And you're no longer talking to this person. You're no longer helping them. You're no longer involved with them in your life at all. They could be someone who's kind of watching you to see where you're at and how you're doing financially, because it feels like there's a little bit of potential bitterness here, resentment. So they could be looking to see like what your finances are like. Do you have, I don't know why this person would be worried about that. Like, how much money do you have? Are you financially secure? What kind of job do you have? How much money do you make? Are you struggling financially? So they could be a person who's trying to be nosy into your financial situation. They could also literally be a person who is literally judging you, okay? They could be a person who talks bad about you behind your back. They could also be a person that you've helped out financially in the past, or who they helped you out financially in the past. Okay. Like a person, let's just say, who you helped a lot, right, financially in the past, and then now you're no longer talking to them, and now they no longer have you as that source of helping them, giving them money. Six of Cups. Some of you, this could even be a sibling, a friend. Some of you, this could even be a romantic partner, an ex-partner, a person who you were in a relationship with in the past. This could have been a person who's lied to you, manipulated you, betrayed you in the past, or that you may have done this to them. If you did do it to them, then of course that would be where they would be feeling the resentment or the anger. For some of you, this could be a person who's looking to reconcile. Okay. If there is potential for reconciliation here. So why is this important for you to know? Like, why is this urgent? Well, let's ask Spirit, why is this? Why do you need to know this? I mean, I would say maybe for boundaries, but why is it important for group 1 to know this right now? Judgment and the Star. This could be about forgiveness, healing, letting go. Because it could also be a person that you might have resentment towards, feel bitterness towards. So maybe this is, with Judgment here, this is about releasing and letting things go. The Star is also about renewal. Some of you, if this is a person who's no longer in your life, it's important for you because Judgment is about making a big decision. And for some of you, it could be really asking yourself, is it in my best interest to let this person back in? Does it serve my highest good? Okay. We can forgive, maybe, for some of you who no longer want to be around this person. We can forgive people, but that doesn't mean that because we forgive them that we have to let them back in. We might hear them out, hear what they have to say. But that doesn't mean that they need to come back. Why is this important for group 1, the Empress? Four of Cups. Okay. Some of you, it's a mother. Okay. A mother figure. It could be an aunt, a sister. If you're still carrying energy of bitterness, anger, resentment towards this person, why this is important for you to know right now is because the Empress is about love and nurturing, compassion and empathy. So again, we can forgive people. We can be empathetic towards people for, any type of unpleasant disposition they might have, or the way that they think or the way that they feel, we can observe. But when we can come from that place of the Empress energy and kind of hold ourselves to a higher standard energetically, in a way we are taking the high road. We're not resorting to negativity and drama and holding on and harboring feelings of anger and resentment and bitterness and things of that nature. Or even being defensive, getting defensive. This could be a person who gets defensive with you, or that you get defensive with, The Four of Cups is also here. Four of Cups is about rejection. It's about also overlooking something. Distraction. So I don't know. Let's see. Why is this Four of Cups here? Five of Cups. Hermit in reverse. Okay. There's a deeper wound here that you have surrounding this person, some of you. Surrounding betrayal, either you betraying them or them betraying you. Feelings of guilt that you might have, or regret or remorse, or even disappointment, sadness, depression that you might have because of this person or situation. The Hermit in reverse is when we've got deeper introspective issues to look at. So there could be inner work here that needs to happen within you that maybe you've been ignoring, not paying attention to, distracting yourself with other things and not thinking about this. But it's important with Judgment and the Star here for you to address it, to heal it. There's a wound here for some of you. If you've been cheated on by this person, or this person betrayed you in some way, your trust, broken trust, or you broke their trust, okay? If you're harboring, like I said, regret over something that you did, sometimes we do something wrong, and we might not be looking at the things that we did wrong, only what they did wrong. So this is a time for doing a little bit of some inner work here, some digging, because of course these things can kind of sit beneath the surface and affect us on a subconscious level, sometimes without us even realizing it. They could cause us to have certain insecurities or lack of confidence in ourselves because this is underlined here. Okay. Could also be creating blockages within your feminine energy. Could be causing blocks, financial blocks for you. Affecting your ability to manifest. It could be causing a cause for self-sabotage. If you have self-sabotaging behaviors, So that's why Spirit's trying to bring this through here for you today, because there's something here deeper. Some of you, this is Virgo. We got Virgo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra. So needing to kind of dig a little bit deeper into this. Okay. Also, number 16 is the Tower. The Tower is about release. Okay. So there could be something to release energetically surrounding this person. Or if you're noticing, like, why am I seeing this person again? Why are they calling me? Why are they contacting me? Why are they spying me? Why are they, coming up around me again? This is why. Because there's something deeper here that we have to look at, that we have to heal. Okay. It may not necessarily, unless you make the free will decision to reconcile with someone, you don't have to. Just because someone shows up from our past doesn't mean, like I said earlier, doesn't not mean we have to let them back in. It could be coming around us again because there's something on a deeper subconscious level that your higher self is trying to get your attention that needs healing. And it could be triggering old wounds for you. It could be mirroring to you the certain insecurities or fears that you have that you need to heal. Okay. Some of you might even, be worried that someone's watching you, someone's spying on you, and really fixating on that and feeling really insecure about it. And that could be coming because we've got some deeper issues to address here. So it needs attention. It needs healing. Okay. All right, so that is all that I have for you, group number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, group 2. So those of you that resonate with card number 37, we have crossing the veil with mourning. Now, this type of mourning is a loved one that's passed over. So when we're asking about what the urgent message from Spirit is, this could be a passed on loved one, okay, that has been trying to give you a message, someone who's trying to get through. And the way that this spirit is right next to her, it looks like this person, this spirit is like right there with you. Yeah. And, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's recently passed. It could very well be. But for some of you, it could have even been a person who's passed for years. Okay, so we're going to see what this is about. Let's see. What is this urgent message? What is the urgent message for group number 2? Two of Swords. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got the Nine of Wands. Five of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Six of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, this is a family member, or it could even be a spouse. Crossing the veil. Okay, this part of the message is not going to be for everyone, but those of you that have just had someone who's recently passed, I want to say less than a year, okay? Maybe even less than that, like 6 months. The Six of Swords can be a card about transition. And so, of course, when we cross and pass this world, we transfer right back into spirit form. But with the whole crossing the veil, this kind of makes me feel that there is a soul here. And I don't want to necessarily say that this soul is earthbound, but it feels that this soul hasn't, it's almost like with the Four of Pentacles here, this is about clinging, this is about attaching. So it kind of makes me feel like this soul might have a very strong connection to you in the physical when they were still living. Like they're not wanting to let go. And that could be something where they're not, I guess the best way that I could describe it is, you know how you hear that when people say go to the light? It feels like they're not making that transition. Like they're not wanting to let go of the physical world. So they might be lingering, okay, around you. And I don't feel in any way that you need to be afraid or that this is meaning like any ill will or malevolent here, malevolent energy. I do want to look at that Five of Swords, though. I want to see what that is about. Those of you where you had a person, and I have to be very careful with how I say this on YouTube, but those of you that had a person who passed in a very, I want to say a very unnatural way, or a very, even an abrupt way, even where there's a lot of confusion, questions, like why did this happen, like a lot of conflict or controversy surrounding this person's passing. Because sometimes even when souls pass, sometimes they don't realize it, okay? They don't realize, they haven't had a realization that they're not in physical form anymore. 8 of Pentacles. I'm seeing the Lovers at the bottom. Some of you, it is a spouse or a partner. I want to look at this because if you look at this here too, in the Lovers card, look at how this one over here is kind of like holding the other one, holding the other one's face, like right there, and these kind of look like wings here, almost like protecting. So it feels like this person who has crossed or who has transitioned into spirit form, like they're holding on here. Okay. If you don't feel weird about it, okay, I would say maybe for some of you, you can do a little ritual for them, a little ceremony. This could even be letting them know it's okay to go. However you want to phrase it, like I said, the easiest way that I could say to explain it is to tell them to go to the light. Because it kind of feels like where this person is kind of stuck in this in between, like what is that, like limbo? And it's because this person has such a strong attachment to you. Okay, it may even be, I'm getting also a father here. It could be a family member, like I said, spouse. There is masculine energy that's here. Sorry guys, I'm a little stuffy. Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got 2 kings here. So it could in fact be a masculine father, grandfather, okay? Why is this 5 of Swords here? Okay. Some of you might be dealing with a person's passing who family are arguing or fighting over inheritance or properties, like anything having to do with this person's estate. Some of you, this person could have been someone who was very financially stable or even very wealthy. Okay. Some of you, this is a spouse or a partner here. Boyfriend, husband. Eight of Swords in reverse. I almost feel like this, okay, if this is like well, it could really be anybody, but I feel like this soul loves you very much, and I feel like worries about you, wants to make sure that you're okay. Especially with money. If you, let's just say this as an example, if you lost your spouse, and after you lost your spouse, you had a significant change to your finances, okay? And now we're struggling with money. This spouse worries about you, worries about your security, worries and just kind of like wants to make sure that you're okay, that you're going to be okay, because there's a lot of pentacles here. They have to do with the physical 3D world, right? So if you're someone who's worrying a lot right now about money and about bills and about, you know, like you're really stressed out, it's kind of like this passed on loved one is trying to give to you, trying to support you, trying to let you know, hey, I'm here with you. Don't stress out. Don't worry. Like, you know, let's see. 3 of Wands. Queen of Swords. It could be that this passed on loved one is trying to give you like ideas for some of you to help you with improving your financial situation. Another message here. If you are someone who's had a spouse pass away, okay, or a boyfriend, partner pass away, and you are now dating someone else in a relationship with someone else, I do feel like your spouse that has passed might not like might not like your choice of partner. They may want you to be a little bit more discerning, because for some of you, let's just say this, if you are also someone who is a very abundant person, okay, right now, and you've lost your spouse, but now you have a new person that you're dating or in a relationship with, I feel like your past spouse doesn't want people to manipulate you, okay? Doesn't want you to get messed over by someone, is the way that I'll put that lightly. Doesn't want anybody to mess with you, basically. So it's a very protective energy here, okay? Like I said, some of you, I feel like this past loved one is trying to give you financial help. Like it almost kind of feels like, I don't want to let go unless I know you're okay. I want to make sure you're fine. And because it feels like they're not leaving. They want to make sure you're okay. Still kind of lingering around, the physical 3D world instead of being off and doing their spirit stuff. It's the best way I would describe that. Let's see. So this passed on loved one, you might be dreaming about them a lot or having dreams about them. They could be trying to get messages through to you that way. Anything else for group 2? Exploration. Creation, experimentation, universe, and underground. It's like an astronaut floating through space. Timing. And cooperation, listening, teamwork, win-win. It's kind of like they're trying to help you, like I said, in some way here. Trying to work with you. What is this? Cooperation with what? King of Swords. This is exchange of information here. Wisdom. I'm also getting a grandparent in here. Okay, somebody's grandparent. Someone's grandparent who is very, very wise about money, about life. This could have been a person who was very, like I said, very financially stable, secure, very business-minded type of person also here. Intelligent. They could have been someone who even had their own business, okay? Worked very hard throughout their life for what they had. I mean, we've got all kings here, so it says a lot about this person's, like, their status of who they were in the physical world, or even like what they accomplished over their lifetime. Ambitious, confident, assertive, authoritative, powerful. So there's kind of, it kind of feels like this person's giving you advice here. The Fool is about taking a risk or taking a leap of faith. So if you're feeling indecisive about something right now, you're feeling confused, you're feeling stuck, there's something that you're wanting to do, wanting to make plans surrounding work, career for yourself, opening your own business, and you're kind of in a place of transition right now in your life, you're planning things for the future, this passed on loved one is trying to come through with, because they feel they feel like they are someone who may have been very wise and very knowledgeable. So they feel like they want to kind of step in to guide you, but they also need you to pay attention to the way in which they might bring you messages, especially if they're trying to communicate with you through the dream. Start connecting the dots, start writing things down, because they're giving you a message. They're kind of like, in a way, coaching you, guiding you to help you. Maybe for some of you, if you are in a place of transition in your own life where you're making some changes, improvements, things of that nature, that they're trying to help you to achieve your best possible outcome with things that you're working on for yourself. That may include trying to help you to push you outside your comfort zone, to try something new, take a leap of faith, take a risk. Okay. Yeah, we have the Emperor here. Look at all this masculine energy. Because the Emperor is very strategic. This is also about taking decisive action. So it could be that this passed on loved one is trying to help you to feel more confident in yourself, more powerful, to take the lead, to take the initiative, to get things done, to be in your power, to believe in yourself, to not sabotage yourself, to not think negative about yourself, to not think that there's something that you can't do, and your past loved one is saying, yes, you can. The King of Swords is very matter of fact and very serious and very direct. So it's kind of like this past on loved one is very loving, but the King of Swords is not like that really coddling energy. It's almost like this energy would be like, get up and do the thing. Go do it. Stop thinking about it and do it. It's like wanting you to be that best version of yourself. Stop thinking about it and do it. Get it done. Like not playing with you. Hey, you want this? Do it. Get it done. You got it. Go after it. Make it happen. Let's do this. I'm right here. I'm with you. Let's do it. Okay. We've also got Aries here, and then the air sign here, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay. All right. So that is all that I have for you, Group 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Group 3. So those of you that resonate with card number 41, we've got Salt and Boundaries. Let's see what your urgent message is from Spirit about boundaries. Group 3. We got the Death card. What is your message, your urgent message about boundaries? Ace of Wands. Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The Fool. What is Group 3's urgent message about boundaries? The Star. We have the the Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands. Okay. Already, this kind of feels like there's something here that Spirit is trying to inspire you to do, to pursue, to explore, to create. And it makes me feel that Spirit is not wanting your energy to get distracted from that, so that you can really zero in and focus, because this feels like this has something to do with your destiny and choosing your path. There's a change here, like maybe a big change that you have to make. And there's a need for you to really fully focus on believing in yourself, trusting in yourself. And this is where you can't get kind of like wrapped up in other things right now. It's kind of like you have to call back your energy in a way, so that you can focus on yourself right now. Super important. What else for group 3? Ten of Pentacles. Because this feels like it's going to be something that helps you in terms of abundance. The Ten of Pentacles is about building a legacy, or even being able to leave a legacy behind. This is long-term wealth and financial stability, security. So it feels like whatever this divine inspiration is here for you, it is going to require you to make some changes in your personal life. It's going to require you to step outside of your comfort zone, take a leap of faith, to believe, to trust in where you're being guided towards your destiny. But we also need to give ourselves permission to explore, to try new things, to do new things of where we're being guided, and to feel confident in yourself. This is a very ambitious energy. It does require confidence. And if we've got other people that are giving their opinions and their judgments, and you're wrapped up in somebody else's life, and what are they doing, and what is that person doing, and all this other stuff going on, you can't focus on you. Salt is also really good for purification, protection, purification. Eight of Wands in reverse. Why? Because if we don't set boundaries, this can cause delays, setbacks, right? Because divine inspiration comes in, you're like doing your own thing at home, like, oh, let me research this. That sounds really cool. I want to do this. And then in comes, I don't know, your auntie saying, hey, I want to go to this place this weekend. Do you want to come with me? I need help. And then you put your project to the side and you're like, okay, yeah, I'll help you. And then, 2 weeks, 3 weeks pass by, and what was that idea I had again? Now I can't start right now. I have this thing I have to do for work, and, you just put it off and put it off. So it feels like this is super important. The Ten of Wands also has to do with having a lot of responsibilities, carrying a lot of weight on our shoulders, or, our energy going out in so many different places, so many different things that we've got this to do, that to do, this to do, this. It's like What can we release? What can we let go of? Who can we say no to? No, I'm sorry. I can't do that today. I have something else to do. So, are there some responsibilities that you have that you can delegate? Can we minimize stress in our life? Stressors as best we can. Can we improve things with our schedule? Do we need to rest? Because the 10 of Wands can also be about feeling burdened, feeling drained, feeling burnt out. Okay? If everybody else is asking us to get all these things done, or we're working long hours at work and we have no time left for yourself, right? That also goes into this, because how can you very well take that divine inspiration to try and do something new and to go after that if you already feel weighed down by all this other stuff that you're doing in your life or that you've got going on, right? 2 of Wands is about planning. It's about making choices and choosing direction. And I feel like, looking at the star card here, how she's kind of hugging the star, how there is something right now for you, group 3, that you wish for, that you desire, that you want, but you might be saying, oh, maybe later, maybe it'll happen later, or maybe I could pursue that next year, or maybe I should wait for a better time. And those are ways in which we can also, right, put things off, hold off on it. So, I want to ask Spirit here, why is boundaries important for you right now? Why is boundaries important for you right now? The Empress, because you're creating right now. Right? Think of it this way. Imagine we have a little pot of soil, okay? And we take a little seedling and we put it inside the soil. Okay? And you're starting off, right? We're going to nurture that little seedling. We're going to give it water and sunlight and, tell it to grow. Talk sweet to it and tell it to grow into a big, beautiful tree or something like that. Now imagine that you're trying to put all of that energy, right, towards creating something. And then someone comes in and they step on your seedling, or they yank it out of the ground, right? That's why it's important for us to have boundaries with what we're choosing also to give, because not only could it be energy that's coming at us, right, that's being thrown at us by other people or external to us, right? It could also be like really channeling in your energy because you're creating right now. You're giving everything you have into this new passion, this new project. It's in its not even infancy. I want to say it's in its gestational stage, right? Where the Empress is pregnant with an idea, right? It still hasn't been birthed yet. It hasn't been created yet. So we're in that gestation period where we're waiting for it. We're nurturing it. We're taking the idea and we're thinking about all the ways in which we're going to create this beautiful thing, right? So we want to have control of our energy. We want to have focused intention. We want to be able to give it our full power, right? In order to help this to have the best outcome in the physical 3D world. Okay? So it's a lot of creative energy. Why is it good for or necessary for group 3 to have boundaries right now? Because you're creating. You're in your you need to be in your Empress energy right now, the feminine energy. We're busy. We're busy creating. Six of Pentacles. There we go. Look at all this. Pentacles and Wands. Six of Pentacles is about receiving. It's about an exchange of energy that's happening, right? We put out, we nurture, we're focusing, we're manifesting, we're putting the spiritual energy behind it, the actions that are required. What do we get in return? Pentacles. We see it come to fruition. Because we've put forth the energy, we've taken the action. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. It is potential. Another stream of income. Or manifesting wealth, money. You're in your Empress energy right now, or there's a need to be. We're doing big things here, Group 3. Can't be disturbed. I love the way that this is, because this is a perfect depiction of this. Look at how inside of this looks like one of those little astronaut things. But inside there, this surrounded by flowers, like it's enclosed in here, like she's focused on creating life, right? In the Death card. Creating. Death card is also about change. It's about transformation. Could be a lot of transformation that's also taking place within you. Right? Nurturing yourself, self-love, which is also here too. Self-love, purity. You're clearing and purifying your energy. If you're not bringing good energy towards me, I don't want it. No, thank you. This could even be something that's helping you to realize what your worth is, to allow yourself to receive, to help you to manifest a life partner, for those of you that are single and looking for, a good person to be with, a good partner. So that's why we need boundaries. If the person doesn't align and doesn't meet your needs, doesn't give you what you need, doesn't love, doesn't nurture, doesn't see your worth, off they go. Right? We need boundaries to remove certain people from our life, to keep certain people out, because all they are causing delays or distractions from what is truly aligned for you. Okay? Yeah, Two of Cups is at the bottom. So this is, for some of you, it's being more in alignment with your higher self, listening to your higher self, guiding you towards your destiny, towards a destined career path, towards your destined partner, towards that career project or whatever it is that you're wanting to create here, towards your soulmate. Keep the wrong ones out. Okay? And may also be a time for some of you for healing. With the Star and the Ten of Wands here. A lot of release, a lot of letting go, a lot of transforming for you, a lot of you embodying the Empress energy. a lot of time nurturing yourself, giving to yourself, doing things for you, putting yourself first, your own needs first instead of everyone else's. It's time for you to receive. Know that you're worthy of receiving. And don't take less than you're deserving of. Because when we take less, then in a way we're implying on a soul level, I don't believe I'm worth more. I don't believe I'm worthy of receiving more. And if we have that and carry that belief system, we won't receive more. Because we're going to attract into our life what we believe we're worthy of. Okay? So that is all that I have for you, Group 3. I do wish you all the best. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.